First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Nakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles, our great millstone. Salutation to you, Archeums, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This here is your brother Yassad, back at you with another lesson. We're going to define through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. So, I was reading through the book of Samuel, right? And it amazed me to see the confidence that David had, right, when he fought against the Philistine, because he understand and knew that of the mighty power of Yahweh Shemeshai that delivered our forefathers out of the hand of Pharaoh, out of the hand of, and through these many captivities from the hand of our adversaries, our enemies, you know. And David, spake boldly unto Goliath. So this video here really going into the line of, in the name of our power we shall overcome. Because we don't serve, nothing ordinary or normal, but we serve the King of the universe, you know. And he blatantly tells us that he is our power. So first off, I'll start off in the first Samuel chapter 17, and I'll start at verses 34. And David said unto Samuel, Thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear and took a lamb out of the flock. So David was telling Saul, that because Saul didn't believe, that he could go and fight against, the Philistine Goliath, right? Who was big and strong, you know. All of them feared him, even Saul feared Goliath, right? That is why he didn't went out to fight against him, right? But the Lord put the spirit upon David to go and stand up for the people. So David was explaining to him about a lion and a bear, because David was a man that kept flock, a shepherd that seen about sheep, right? Because even when the Lord sent Samuel to go and anoint one of Jesse's son, his 7 sons came who was, skilled at war and these things, and the Lord rejected them, he refused them, but he chose David, who used to just be keeping the flocks, right? So David went unto Saul and saying he will go up and fight, and he was explaining to Saul saying, And I went out after him and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he rose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear. And this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he had defied the armies of the living power. It shows that we are the Lord's army. The scripture made known that we are the Lord's battle axe. Bear with me a moment. Alright, here it is. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. I'll start at 19. It says, The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, because Esau Edom think, he create and he do this and he do that. But Jake is the former of all things. You can't get around that. Jake is the former of all things. It's saying Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name, Yahweh, power of hosts. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So we is a part of the Lord's army. Right? So David said thou had defied, the army of Yahweh Hashem Yeshai, was referring unto Israel. Right? So first Samuel 17. Right. Right. So I'll jump down. Right, verses 37. David said, moreover, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion. And this is it. It's it that David said, moreover, Yahweh that delivered me out of the paw of the lion. So he stressed upon Yahweh Hashem Shai gave him deliverance. And the same thing within this time, Yahweh Hashem Shai is going to deliver his elect out of the hand of, the enemy, which is Esau, Edom, and these other heathen nations. Because they are the ones that rise up against us and say, let us make Jerusalem no more of remembrance, pursuing to the Psalms 83. Our oppressors have been, um, um, have us under captivity. We serving them, right? But the Lord will deliver us out of their hand. And the scripture say in Revelation 12 and 12, the devil knew he had but a short time, so he can come down with great wrath. So they're gonna rise back up against us. They making that sound a tumult again. That sound a war again upon Israel. And it was been so throughout our captivity. But they started to make the sound much louder. Look at when the pandemic came to play. They said that they want the Latinos, the Native Americans, to take what? To take the that juice, the Babylon juice, right? And on many occasions they make it known, hey, you Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics ought to take this. So they know who we are. They know who we are. Imagine they know who we are. They know who our power is, and some of Israel don't even know. And some of Israel don't even care. But the elect would care. The elect would make sure and repent and turn back to the Lord for protection. Because soon the enemy is gonna come in with a flood. The enemy is gonna box us in on all sides again. As it say in Matthew, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, this time is come back again, nothing new under the sun. You saw Edom having this system set up to take you jakes. But it say, right, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of the Philistine. And Saul said unto David, go, and the Lord be with thee. So I jumping down to the part here with the encounter of David and Goliath. Verses 41. It say, and the Philistine came on and drew near unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him. Because when he looked at David being a small, comely man, with a bright countenance upon him, he not looking as a man of war. Whereby the Philistine being big, with brass all over his body, as it say, coat alone was X amount of weight. And he had brass and armor all over his body. Looking frightening. But what it say, for he was but a youth and ruddy, and of a fair countenance. And the Philistine said unto David, am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? As David had his staff in his hand, his shepherd's staff. And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. So the Philistine disrespected Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And the Philistine said to David, come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowl of the air and to the beasts of the field. Then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, power of hosts, the power, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. So, and what? David slew Goliath. The Lord poured the spirit and the might in David's hand that he slew Goliath. So just as he delivered the lion and the bear into David's hand, so Yahweh Hashem Yahushai delivered Goliath into David's hand. And that's it. We gonna need Yahweh Hashem Yahushai upon our side to fight this battle. We gonna need that. I'm gonna get the book of Luke chapter 1 and verses 37. Alright. It says, for with Yahweh nothing shall be impossible. Yeah. Nothing gonna be impossible. And we had a holy faith, and continue pushing the works. And having hope that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gonna protect us in that time, because we've seen things are not looking well. Here it is, the food chain is being attacked, and then on the other hand, they getting rid of Jake's little defense, which is money. I've seen Surak, money is a defense, and wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. And Esau Edom had made money a defense in this kingdom. Paper money, a paper dollar, which is worth nothing, because the true money, the real money, is silver and gold, and Jakes do possess silver and gold. The banks, some of Jake banks full with just paper dollars, what's gonna be worthless soon to come, right? Because money cannot deliver. Look, for example, um, in some place in Africa, I forgot, you know, they not allowing them to make no withdrawal of their money in the banks. Look at, Silicon Valley Bank, SVB, they bankrupt. A lot of people losing their money and cannot withdraw the money. Some of the big investors, they withdrawing out the money one time because they are able to, because I don't know, with all in all, Jake with the little couple $1,000 in the bank, Jake gonna lose. And don't feel that, bankrupting gonna stop at Silicon Valley, but it's gonna spread, because all in all, the US dollar is literally depreciating, right? China, Russia, they dealing less and less with the US dollar, right? And trading in rubles and yuan, you know. So the American dollar is gonna be depreciating more, and their digital currency, right? So the more the US dollar depletes, everything gonna go down the drain, right? Because their motive is to get rid of the cash and bring in their e digital governance, digital currency system throughout the world, right? But hey, we not the elect, the remnant is not gonna stick to Esau Edom's way. We're not gonna bow to his system. So that's why we need to be as David and trust in Yahweh Hashem Yeshai and as others. Because the scriptures say, there is none that trust in the Lord and was confounded. Right? Look at the generations of old. Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generation of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did ever despise that call upon him? So we had to be in the spirit of calling upon Yahweh Hashem and doing where he do that which pleases him. And that still starts with now, not when the time come and things are hard and now want to call upon the Lord. The Lord gonna reject you. Because this time here you rejected him, so he will reject you. So now is the time to do that which is pleasing unto the Lord. Learn, preach your word, come back to your heritage, repent. Right? Because the scripture says anything is possible with the Lord. Nothing is impossible with Yahweh Shemeshai. So you don't know a deliverance show, and the scriptures tell us that you know ye shall be hungry and my servant shall eat. Book Isaiah 55. Right? So there is a lot of assurance under the wings of Yahweh Shemeshai. 2 Timothy, no, so like Proverbs Proverbs 18 and 10, and we always bring this out. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. David used the name of Yahweh Shemeshai as his defense in the day of trouble, and he was delivered. The righteous run it into it and is safe. So that is what the righteous would do, right? Okay, here. 2 Timothy 1 and 7. Right? Because when you make your movie, so Edom, we not gonna be in fear. Because we don't know is Yahweh Hashem Yeshai upon our side. 2 Timothy 1 7. For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Right? Yeah. So when you come and you cast us into prison, you come and you set us before your governors, because Yahweh told us all these things gonna happen. We're not gonna be afraid. We're not gonna be afraid when you shut off the whole system and leave us without anything. We're gonna be glad because we know that is all a part of prophecy. And we're gonna trust in Yahweh Shemeshai. Because only through him, as it says in Acts 4 and 12, right? No name under heaven. That's why it is very, very important to know the name of Yahweh Shemeshai. It's in neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. Yapa. Psalms 114 and 7. Right? Because our power is a terrible power. These nations know that throughout the generations to what the Lord had done unto them. That's why the scriptures say the Lord is dreadful amongst the heathen. Psalms 114. Also, yeah. Psalms 114 and 7. It says, tremble thou earth at the presence of Yahweh, at the presence of Yahweh, power of Jacob. So this is our power. And we need to put away the idols, you jakes that into the idolatry and serving these other nations. God, there is no power in them wood and stone and them images. We have to turn back to our power so that we may be delivered. Right? Isaiah 41:14. It says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." So the Lord Yahweh Shem Yeshai will help us in that time. But again, he is only gonna help his servants. He's gonna only help the 1/3, right? As for the rest who didn't return unto Yahweh Shem Yeshai, he's gonna be an enemy unto you, right? I'm gonna close off with this last precept here. Let me see. Second Chronicles 16:9. Right, it says, "For the eyes of Yahweh run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him. Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore, from henceforth thou shalt have war." You know? But, well, this precept was referring, you know, um, um, to any time of Second Chronicle let's see here, uh, with Basha, king of Israel, came up against Judah and built Ramah, right? Salakia. Yeah, so right. You know, this here was referring on to Asa, king of Judah at that time, you know, that went unto the king of Syria, you know, for help, and they didn't trust unto Yahweh Shai. But, you know, the Lord said that he goes throughout the earth to prove himself strong, right? And we're gonna trust upon Yahweh Shai to see his strength in that day. Because he said, what, when the enemy comes as a flood, he gonna lift up a standard, right? Wait upon Yahweh Shai till he rise up to the prey. Well, hey, I hope this lesson was edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.